Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and I'm going to be featuring tonight the Thankful Garden. And as I say this, is like, what did I do with the bundle? I know it's here. I'm like, I know it's here, but it's always like I'm always losing everything right here in front of me. But anyway, this is the one that we feature for the fundraiser of Oliver and Addison. It is this one. As you can see, I just love this set a lot. I think it's a really cool one, and the flowers are pretty cool. The dies are really good as well because you have some standalone leaves, which if you remember, we used them last week on our cards. Let me just show you here. These are the leaves, if you remember, right? The leaves, not the flowers. Flowers are from something else, but we use them here. They go really well with the Secret Garden bundle, which is part of a scrapbook kit that we have. And so I love the dies a lot. Now, the other thing that is kind of cool is that you can either color these with watercolor pencils. You can also use your blends, or you can use the masks that come in this set, right? To be able to color them. So I think this is a very good bundle, and so definitely I wanted to play with it again. The other thing is that during our team meeting this month, we actually got to use this set. And so I thought, okay, why don't we do this a little bit different? And I wanted to do like a different type of Facebook Live where I'm doing fun folds, so that's pretty cool. But the other thing is that we're gonna be pairing it with the paper that comes in this sweet collection, and it is the Lovely Garden. Let me just show you here. Here is the paper pack. There you go. I love the colors, and it has really good patterns. I'm gonna try to pull them all. Oh, you know what would it be easy? I have here a 6x6, so give me 1 second and I'll show you the 6x6 of all of these. Part of our team meeting, so we get a packet like this and we get to a stamp. We don't assemble the cards right there, but we get the tutorial to do so. Well, this time we actually got a quarter of a pack, or an eighth of a pack, I should say, because we get one sheet of each of the different pieces of designer series paper, and so this make it very easy for me to show you all of them. So anyway, here is another one. There you go. And I love that you have like a floral pattern and something like a different sort of pattern that you can use for other type of occasions. So it doesn't have to be all floral, right? You can use it for any other occasions. This one, you have the leaves, and then you have like this pattern. And then you have this one. This is one of my favorite ones. And then you have the lines. And then last but not least is this one, which, look at this, really nice. And then there you have it. Hi, Gail. Let me know where you're watching from, everyone. I always enjoy just reading where you're watching from, where you're doing, how's your week doing. So thank you. Also, if you don't mind, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe to either the YouTube or the Facebook, whatever you're watching, the replay or the video right now. And also, if you have any crafting friends, please do share it with your friends, because that helps me a lot. So anyway, so let me the last thing here is make sure you are subscribed on my email list, which I put the link on the description, because now I'm sharing also the sketches. I don't have here the latest one, but we are already on week 6. I sent week 6 last week, and it was all about the cards that we made last time. Look at this, right? Oh, thank you. And then the other thing is that I am kind of starting the reels too. So I wanted to share some of the cards. So this is a card that I made. I mentioned during the video that I love this band. Wouldn't it be nice to have it in purple using the perennial postage? No, the perennial lavender designer series paper. And so here is my take on that one. So here we go. And then I did another one, another reel. So you can actually watch the reel on my Facebook page to how to make this one. And you can see the one from the Facebook Live. So anyway, so make sure you are on the mailing list, because like I said, I'm sharing the sketches. So if you like sketches, you'll definitely want to be getting these guides, mainly because I have, I always say, I have an idea in my head, and that's why I don't have the cards. Well, that's what I mean. I have an idea is like, oh, I want to be using that sketch. And then I cut all the pieces, and then we make the card here. So anyway, let's see. Oh, Sarah says she saw the rules. Yeah, this is something new. I am still learning. So they're not, I'm not going to say that they are the best. They are fun to do. And I've been enjoying them, to be honest. So I hope to be able to make more of those, especially out of the Facebook Live, just to have a little bit of snippets. I would love to be doing something different, but I don't want to be committing just yet to doing something different from the class, mainly because of the time constraints. But I think it will be easier for me just to cut another piece, another card, and then we can show it as a reel, right? So anyway, I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I do want to say that I am enjoying it. So from that perspective, that's good. And so I hope you also enjoy it. I gotta say that the first one I made ever, like I spent like a whole hour doing the 1 minute video, and I lost it. Somehow I lost. I don't even know what I did wrong or what, but it got lost. So I was very frustrated with it. I was like, oh my gosh, 1 hour and I don't even have any proof. So I'm excited that they are posting. They're there. So I'm happy. I don't know what I did last time, I gotta say. So anyway, let me also share the video before I continue. There's always something with new technology, and I don't want to say this is new technology, but it is sure new for me. And so it's always, daunting just to see, oh, how are we going to be doing things? All right, so let me just go through comments. I don't see comments. Oh, here we go. So hi Sharon, hi Paula, hi Gail, hi Sarah. What are we saying here? I recently ordered a Thankful Garden set and I'm excited to get it. So yeah, this set, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, I am excited just because it gives you lots of different options to like color it, right? Like you have the mask, you can use your blends, you can use watercolor. So lots of different options, and I have been enjoying it a lot. So I'm sure you're gonna love it, Sarah. Lisa says, I don't get to watch too often or live often. Always watch the replay. So thank you so much. And you are in New York. She says that the Thankful Garden suite is my absolute favorite. Couldn't wait to get it along with the mixed floral suites. From Stamping Up the Monster to another. I just want to say thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your beautiful projects. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Hi, Lena. Hi, Flo. Hi, Teresa. Hola, gordita. And yeah, Sarah, so I sound like you in technology. I'm telling you, I'm not the best with technology. Hi, Sarah. All right, so last thing before we start is just a little bit of the classes. So I believe this Friday, if I remember correctly, is the last day to sign up for the craft along. This is the one that we're gonna be cutting and prepping so that we have a cart class like in 2 weeks, I believe. So make sure you register for that. That way you are ready to go with these. It is featuring the botanical texture, which is a new online exclusive. One of the favorite things that has this collection is the dies. They have rectangles, they have different textures on each of the borders, and the other thing is the corrugated 3D embossing folder. That is for sure one of my favorites, just because it gives a little like it gives a little different look, and so you're gonna love it for sure. And of course, you know me, I love something that doesn't, especially for embossing folders, I like always to have something that doesn't have any theme, because then you can use them for anything and everything, right? So definitely very, very good to have that corrugated 3D embossing folder for sure. So anyway, so this is the class that I have. Also, as far as the card club, I am in the phase of filming it, so I don't have it with me to show you the cards. However, I do want to show you what we're going to be using. I'm going to be using the Impressions of Blooms, which is a new online exclusive set that is coming. These oval shapes are amazing, so I know you're going to love it. And we have, again, flowers And the dies, oh my goodness, you're gonna love the dies for sure, because it has some texture on them. So for sure you're gonna enjoy this class. And also the last thing, so stay tuned. I'll be having the pictures, you know, by the weekend, because usually during the weekend is when I film all the videos for the classes. So stay tuned for that. I just want to make sure you know what I'm using. Again, this is the Impressions of Bloom. And by the way, for Card Club, if you don't know, so it's my subscription. So this is the first time you're watching. It is my subscription, like a membership, if you will. You stay for however long you want, but you get a kit to make 5 cards. The bundle that I select is usually, or it is on it is kind of discounted, if you will, or at my cost, where you don't pay shipping or taxes, so you end up getting a break on that. So anyway, but if you want more information, make sure you watch, or not you watch, but you go to creatingwithali.com/card club. Just you can read all the information. Like I said, right now you're gonna see the previous kit still there posted, just because I don't have a picture of the new cards, but it's gonna be there during the weekend. All right. By the way, tutorials for the card clubs are already there on my tutorial store. So it is at creatingwithali.com/shop, and you'll see the latest card class, which is the what was the class from this month? April is the, oh my gosh, the Ocean Friends. So this is the one that just closed this Monday. So the tutorial is already posted, as well as other classes. I did posted a few classes a few days ago. And then the one that is coming this weekend, I have a tutorial because I send it for all the people who took the Everyday You and Me. Is so it's going to be posted also during the weekend. So stay tuned for those. However, like I said, the card club is already, tutorial is already posted if you want to be getting that on my store. And then the last class that I want to make sure you know about, because it's about to get open, is I'm going to be partnering with Joey. If you remember, I did those videos with Julie and Joey. I think it was in March. Yeah, in March. And so we decided to do a class together. We had so much fun, and we decided to do like a catalog kickoff. And so we're going to be making a video for 3 days. I think we're going to be doing 2 cards each day. And we're going to be offering the kit to go so that you can make the cards with us. It's going to be... we're going to be promoted between now and May 5th, so stay tuned for that. And then we're going to be mailing the kits around May 10th, and the class will be around May 20th, and it's going to be a daily video for 3 days. We're going to be making 2 cards so that we kind of kick off the new catalog. The product that we're going to be using, or the 2 bundles, I should say, that we're going to be using are the Pretty Florals, which again is another flower set, but look at the dies. Oh my goodness, really cool. So we're going to be using those 2. And we're also going to be using the Coordinating Sweet Blooms. This is part of the whole suite, so we wanted to use both. And this one has some words: lovely, bloom. It says, you make me smile, have a, it's a, lovely, hello, let joy, and where you're planted. So you can kind of mix and match the different sentiments so that you can build. And then, of course, you have the dies for this one where you're cutting out the words lovely and bloom. So I think it's going to be super awesome. So make sure you're there. We're also going to be using 2 different designer series papers. So, and there is a new ribbon that has like a gold edge that will be included, and the new in color dots that we're gonna have. So I'm sure you're gonna love it, so stay tuned and sign up for that class. Like I said, this is where I'm gonna be partnering with Joey, and again, we're gonna be doing a daily video for 3 days so that you can see the projects. All right, so that's pretty much it. Let me just move around these bundles, because believe me, I'll be losing them here shortly, and then by the time I have to design, I'll be like, where are they? Where are they? So anyway, I'm trying to think, where do I put them so I don't lose them? All right, so put them there. All right, so let me flip the camera. We're going to start with our card class tonight. And now that I said that, it's like, what did I do with the... Oh, here. I'm like, what did I do with the... Oh, here. For a second, I thought, I lost the cards. Oh, my goodness. And if you remember, last week, I lost the embossing folder, right? It was right there in front of me. It's right here. I knew it was there. But you know how that goes. I'm always losing everything. So anyway, so like I said, this is going to be a special card class where we're going to be making the cards tonight. But these are part of a card class. And I think like I'm pretty good here. But anyway, sorry. So all of the cards are phone folds. You're going to have the option, starting tomorrow, you're going to get the option to buy the card class, which will include half a pack of the lovely... What is this? The Lovely Garden, which I showed you a second ago. You're going to be getting the Starburst sequence, which you're going to get a full pack. I have just a half because on our make and take from our team meeting, we just got half of it. And then you're going to be getting a full spool of the Fresh Freesia Velvet faux felt velvet ribbon, which is this one. Okay. And did I say about the... Oh, yeah. And then see, this is how I got mine. Oh, gosh. And then you get the designer series paper. You're going to be getting half a pack. So, and again, it is this one. So you're going to be getting a half a pack, 6x12 of this designer series paper. So it is going to be... I'm just going to be warning you. It is going to be kind of a long Facebook Live in the sense that hold on, let me just make sure I get all these pieces. We're going to be making 5 cards tonight, so it's a little bit more than our typical. But again, this is a full card class. And when you subscribe to the class, you're also going to be getting the tutorial with the measurements and some of the templates so that you can recreate these cards. Because again, all of them are phone full, so I'm sure you're going to be loving or you're going to be wanting to make these cards later on with other products. So, so I'm sure you're going to love it. So let me start mounting those things. All right, you can see I've been using this a lot. This is one of my favorite sets. I feel like the flowers, this is my favorite flowers. Although I gotta say that this one, hydrangeas, oh my gosh, just with purple, they look amazing. Now, I have done some of the stamping, so don't get too... So, just because of time constraints, right? I don't want this to be a forever. You know, like we're taking forever to make them. So I have done some of the stamping. I will be sharing how to do one of the flowers, and then you can kind of do the rest, right? Like it's just a matter of changing. You just get the gist of how we're doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring some... I think the one that I need to be doing is a purple one. So let's do a purple one, of course. So what am I doing? I need a piece of paper here. So let me grab... Let's start with this one. Because I will be needing this. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to be using this one. Okay. And again, just because this one is quicker, right? And like I said, you're going to be doing the same no matter what. But, oh, where's my... Oh, here. So where is my... Let me get the scissors out of the way for a second. Well, I don't know what I did, but whatever. All right, so I'm going to be using my Memento. I've shared this in the past, but I am using the uninked pad from Stampin' Up. And I inked it with the Memento ink, the reinker. And I feel like I get a much better black, you know, like yeah, like very juicy image, if you will, which sometimes that was my problem with the Memento ink, you know. Usually it's good, but then after a while it doesn't. So I'm trying to see how that goes, right? Usually it's after like 1 year, so it's still brand new. But I had already re-inked because, of course, it is spongy. So you do use a little bit more of the ink. So I have re-inked it a little bit more from that end. But I don't care as long as I have like a good image, right? So for me, that's okay. No issues there. All right, now. Oh, and you know what? I should have. Let me bring another piece of white. Give it 1 second. I should have also, because we have two options here, right? So one is going to be, like I said, with the let me show you what we did on this one, because we're going to be doing this again. And I'm just using, ooh, I think I didn't stamp this one well. Oh, let's do this again. I don't think I pressed well enough on one side. So let's try this again. Let me see. All right, yes, I got that. Okay, so we're good. And then I need to, let me clean it again. And let me clean my hands here. Okay. Okay. All right, so now. So we have this option, right? Option 1, we're going to be using our mask. Wait, what did you do? Oh, here. I'm like, what did you do with the masks? And we're going to be using the Fresh Freesia, okay? So you have here some numbers. So you go 1, 2, 3. So there's a 1 here. There's a 3. There's a 2. Okay, that gives you like the order. So we're going to start with this one. By the way, I did see a video from Kim McGillis, who is one of our artisan designers. And she did this without a stamping. She just went through, you know, just inking with the masks. And her card looked amazing. So you might want to give it a try as well with that. Ooh, I think I used this one with the darker. That's okay. Because I think I was using it with the... That's fine. I just need to be very gentle, because now we're going to be using this. All right. Just need to be very gentle, because I've used it with my gorgeous grape for the reels. Which is fine. It's fine. All right, so we have the first one. And then I'm going to go with number 2. And I have... Oh, here. What did I do? What did I do? I did something here. Oh, here. And like I say, her cards look amazing. And it's very subtle how they look, because they don't have the black lines, right? But it looked amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to remember doing that, you know, for a future card. It just gives like a subtle look. And you can go through her Instagram, because she shared them on Instagram, and it was just beautiful. And then we have these. Yes. And then we're going to have, there you go. And so look how beautiful this looks already, right? So we have that. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring, so you would do these with any color. Like if you're, and you can see I've used Fresh Freesia for the whole thing. So you can go with the bushel, what is it? Blueberry bushel. You can go with the daffodil light. So you can do these with any color. You just go softer and softer, and then on your last one you might want to go a little bit harder so that you get a darker. And as you can see, I started really light to get a lighter purple color, but you go from there building up. Okay, so now for this one, for the leaves, I'm going to do exactly the same, but now this time we're going to be using the the other one, and this one has a 4 and a 5. So you start with the 4, and I have a, oh, what did I do with it? Oh, here, I'm like, I know I had it. Okay, so I have a garden green, and we're gonna do, oh, you know what, I need to clean here before I start doing a mess. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have this one. And I'm gonna grab some of that and go soft first. Okay. Oh, I moved these, so I gotta be careful with that. Just be careful with that. Okay, so we have that. And then we're gonna get this one. We're gonna line it up again. All right, and you have something like this. So look how beautiful this looks, right? So that's one option. Now on this option, we have, because I have another card where we're gonna go ahead. Let me just clean this, by the way. Okay, so the other option is you can use your blends, okay? So we have this one, look how beautiful this looks. And now we're gonna go ahead and bring there's a card that we did where we used the stamping blend. So I've used Memento, so it's okay to use your, what are these called? The stamping blend. And I'm using the bubble bat. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring the darker one, and I'm just gonna go and just add some okay. All right, so just very subtle. I'm not doing a lot of blending, just something like that. And then for this one, for this class, I know that we end up using, which I was like, what? We're using our, what is this called? Our aqua painters. And you might be needing a little bit of a, there you go, just to have a little bit of water going. Now, I didn't use our watercolor paper, but you want kind of like a messy look, if you will. Not messy, but you know, like you don't want to go too much with the water because this is not watercolor paper, so it might rip the paper. So you want to go kind of faster, and I'll show you here in a second how it looks. Once it dries. There you go. And so you have something like this. You have to remember to clean your aqua painter, and you just push until you don't have any more color, and that's all to it. And so you have a different look. Like I said, it's very, like, you can use different ways to color it, right? You can also use your aqua painter pencils as well. Your watercolor pencils are an aqua painter. So anyway, so that's what it is. We're gonna be cutting out this one. So let's go ahead and die cut that one. I already die cut this one. So we're gonna go first with that. What did you do with the dice? Oh, there were somewhere here. And so, like I said, and you would do the same if you do the other flower. Again, I don't want to take too much time with the coloring, because we have 5 cards to make tonight, which I usually just do 3. This time we're doing 5 because this is a full card class that, again, you can get the kit to make yourself, right? So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm using my flags just to make sure it's not moving. Okay, so we have that. I always have these little flags to cut out, because that way especially when you're cutting out something that you already color, see, so you have something like this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring our first card. Did I hide it here? Yes. Yes, did I have? Yes. Okay, so here is the first card. So we have a piece that is 8.5 by 5.5, and where is the... Ooh, you know what I did? Oh, I know what I did. I took all my stuff. Oh, this is wrong. Well, we're gonna be using something else then. Okay, let's improvise here. So I have my kit still at home, like on my other side. I didn't bring it here. Anyway, okay, let's just improvise. So you're gonna go ahead and fold it. Using this, and I'm trying to see if I have another bone folder, because it drives me nuts not having one. What is the other one? Well, okay, we're gonna be using our scissors for right now. Oh, this is not the day not to have a bone folder. All right, so we have a piece that is 4.5 by 5.5. Then I have a piece that is, oh goodness gracious, this is 4 by 5.25. So I'm gonna have, it's gonna go there. Then I have a piece that is 3.75 by 5. So this is gonna go right here on the front. Then I have 2 pieces, and this one is 4.25 by 3, if I remember. Yeah, 4.25 by 3 for the fresh freesia. And then I have a piece that is 2.75 by 4. Okay, and so this is where we're going to be adding this one here. I do need to bring a little piece of what is the name? Fresh freesia to add a sentiment. So we'll do that here in a second. And then I have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and these ones are 1 7/8. Yeah, 1 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, so then we have a piece that is 6 by 5 1/4, and I've scored it at 4. So this piece is just 2 inches. So we're gonna be gluing this on that side, and then this on this side. Okay, so that's how it's gonna go. So let's start gluing things here. Yeah, that's what happened. So I have all of my pieces. So like I said, I went to a team meeting, right? And I bring all my supplies and I left them inside the house. So that's what's happening here. That's why I'm like, where are all my supplies? What's happening? Well, they are all on the little baggie that I took with me. So anyway, it's okay. I will be okay. Everything will be okay. So this is gonna go okay, so this goes like so. And then I want to put here on the inside, where is my sentiment? Where is the stamp set again? Here. Oh, there is one set that has the "You Make a Difference." And then, ooh, what do I want? Now that I see this, I might want the "Thankful for You." No, I do want that "You Make a Difference" right here. Yes, let's do that. And then I have enough space to write down in the inside. So let me just bring a piece of fresh freesia. Does this one fit? It does. Okay, so that's perfect. That way we can cut it out. We're going to go ahead and put it like so. As I was designing all my cards, I was using all the pieces from the kit that we got during our card class for the team meeting. However, I wanted to do all foam folds. And the other thing is I wanted to use, like, a lot of times I want to use a lot of designer series paper. But when I'm doing the Facebook Live, like, that is free with an order, I only can do so much designer series paper, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to be making this a class. And then let's just, you know, do this where I can use as much designer series paper as I want. So that's the whole thing here. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and if you want, you can also add something inside, like put another sentiment or something. Oh, what am I doing here? Oh my goodness. This move somehow. So this is going to go inside our card. All right. And I have inky fingers, so I can see I am messing up these. And then we're going to be adding our designer series paper. All right. Then we're going to have, oh, I don't have my dimensional. See, I'm telling you, this is going to drive me nuts. I might have to go inside the house and get everything. I don't know. I know it's on my pouch. You know, I have like a pouch that I travel with me. that I get when I travel for like team meetings. And that's what I am missing. Okay, hold on. Well, I have one of these. Okay, so we're gonna be doing that. Do I have a bigger one? Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, so that's good. I'm like, do I have a bigger one? All right, so for this one, so I want to have that one here. I do want to have that one. So I want this one to be flat. All right, and then I want that one here. I will put this one right there. And then I might want to do a little bit of, where is the ribbon here? Like, where is the ribbon? Oh, but you know what? I also don't have my take your peek. I'm telling you, this is going to drive me crazy. It's okay. I'll survive. I'm sure I'll survive. And so I think for this one, just because this is one of those, let's see. This is one of those that is the velvet one. I feel like if we do, let's see, if we do a bow, this might be too bulky, right? So I might want to do like a zigzag thing. So I might go that way because I think it's going to be bulky for these. I love the velvet and I love the color, but I think that it will be too bulky. So let's just go. Okay. And I feel like I am missing something here. There we go. All right. So I'm going to have this one right here. And then I'm going to have that one here. But before I do that, I will need to have my adhesive. And then, yes, this is where it might be better. Just so that I don't have that bulkiness, you know? Something like so, and have this one come here, you know? Although this one, there you go. There we go. And so now I have this one right here, you know? So it looks nice. It looks like a bow, but it's not a bow. So it's kind of those faux bows, if you will. And I'm going to go ahead and bring a glue dot. Oh my gosh, I don't have glue dots here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I need a glue dot. Okay. Yes. All right, so we got glue dots. These are not rewind, so we have to go with what we have here. Yes, I'm like, oh my goodness. Is that right? Is this going that way? Yes. And so now I'm going to have, not this one, but the little ones. I will have, oh. Oh my gosh, got like that many. I like something here. And I need one more there. There we go. All right. Okay, we'll fix it and then, ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, you know what? Hold on, give me a second. I have to say that my sweet friend Barbara Bauer gifted me this present while we were on stage, and today is the perfect day to use it. Look at this. She's so sweet, and look, she gave me one of those pointy things. Isn't that gorgeous? So clearly today was a day to use this. Clearly. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Barbara was so nice. And of course she made it in purple, which, she knows me. She knows I will love that. But look how beautiful this looks. So you have that. Okay. Ooh, and you know what I forgot to do, which I didn't do, which I could do now, is that these little, let's do that. Although I'm going to leave the black open because every time I'm opening this thing, I think I got something going on here. I must have put a lot of red ink here because I'm getting... So don't do these at home. Do this before. Oh, that was supposed to be on the little one. Well, let's use this one again then. So there is a larger one, this one, that would go there, and I forgot to do that. But anyway, so here we have it, and I'm gonna put this here on top so I don't get all messy. But look at this, and so you open it up and you have it like so. Really beautiful, don't you think? All right, so we go with our card number 2, and card number 2 we'll use, hold on, the other. Here is what we're doing. Remember I mentioned I have already cut out that one, so we're going to be using this. So this is what we're going to be making. I've already have that piece of stamp, as you can see here. So I have a piece of, what is this? Garden green that is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. Okay, and we're gonna score at 5 1/2. So you're gonna have something like this. Okay. All right. Then I have a piece of designer series paper, and this one is 4 by 5 1/4. No, sorry, this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So this is gonna go right here. Okay. Then I have a piece of basic white, and this one is 9 1/2. Score at, hold on, what was the score? At 4 3/4. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and fold this in half again. Okay, so it's gonna go right there. And then I have a piece of designer series paper, and this one is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. So this is gonna go also right here. Then I have a piece, and this one, by the way, was like the remaining part, right? So when you cut it, it was actually 11 by 4 1/4, and then I cut out half of it, which is 2 3/4. So this 2 3/4 is going to go right here. And I have a piece that is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. So it is 1/8 of an inch. So this is going to go right here. And this piece is 4 1/8 by 2 3/8. Okay. So this is going to go right here. Look at how it looks. Okay. And so we're pretty much going to be gluing just now everything. So let's go ahead and start doing all the gluing over here. Just pay attention to the direction of your paper. There you go. I need a, hold on. I do need to have some sort of, here, oh, I found. Oh, there we go. That's just something. So I'm like, I need something. It's driving me nuts not having all my stuff. All right, so then we're going to glue this one onto this piece. Let's see. I feel like it might be slightly off. You know, when you are scoring, sometimes you are slightly off. Hi, Betsy. Nice seeing you. All right, so we have that one. Again, we're going to go and make sure. All right, so we're going to go ahead and have it center at this point. Now, if you want, you can, of course, stamp another flower and color it out. I'm just going to go right now with this because, again, I'm trying not to take too long. Although, I know it's going to be almost impossible. Because it's 5 cards. Oh, you know what? I did something wrong here. So let me cut out another piece on this one. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 second again. We're going to have to cut another piece of that paper. Because clearly I cut it out wrong. Let me see, what did I do? Is this... Oh yes, I cut the whole thing wrong, so... let's cut another piece. So this one should be... So this one is 2... Oh, it should have been 2 5/8. I think that's what I did. I did it like a quarter shorter. So 2 5/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, so let's cut that one. So we need 2 5/8 by 4 1. Okay, so we're gonna go, yeah, so you guys see, so this one much better. Oh, and of course we're gonna change. Give me 1 second here because I don't have my other one here, you know. And again, pay attention to the direction of this piece. So you have something like that. And then we're going to glue this one. Okay, and this is going to be glued right here, kind of center there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add adhesive on that section. And we're going to center these. Okay, and then we're going to be adding this one right here with this one right here. And we're going to be doing the same, kind of like what we did on the other one. And so, let's go ahead and bring the dimensionals. And if you're just joining us, I did share at the beginning of the class how to color these pieces, okay? So if you're just starting, you can watch the replay and see that part. The first card I used was the blending brushes, and then for this one I used the blends with the aqua painter for the stem. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and have this one right there. I will be add again a little bit of that adhesive. So we're gonna go ahead and you need to there we go. And so I will be adding this one right here. I feel like I need to maybe move this one more towards this section. And then where are the scissors again? Here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this one right here. Now for this one, I might need to cut a little bit here. Slightly tighter on this. And this is just a scrap of half an inch, you know, that I cut. There you go. It fits better. So I'm going to go ahead and put a glue dot on this side. Where are the glue dots again? I don't like... I always rewind my glue dots. And so I'm like, how do we use these glue dots, right? Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add like one at the very end, one here, and then one more. Okay, and then for this one, why don't we use the white ones, right? So we're gonna go ahead and use the white ones rather than the purple ones, right? There we go. Okay, so here we have it. So it opens like this and then like that. Pretty cute, right? Don't you think? So that's our card number 2, which I don't know what I did with the number 1. Oh, here. All right, card number 3. Very easy. I feel it's an easy one as well. So we have this piece, and this one is 7 3/8. So this is 7 3/8, and I've scored at 1, and then in 3.5. Okay. All right. So we have it at 1 and 3.5. Okay, so we have this one and then that one. This is gonna open like this. All right. Then I have these pieces. So I have a basic a basic black, which is 4¼ by 5½, and then I have a piece that is 4 by 5¼ so it's going to go right there. Okay, and then this piece is going to be right here. See? So this is how it's going to go, and it opens like this. So let's go ahead and glue this part. And we're going to go ahead and have something like this. And then we're going to be gluing this one. All right, now I do have 3 circles, okay? So I have 2 from the stylish shapes, from the largest to the smallest one, the second one, and then the largest one. So the largest one is with Mellow Mambo, and then the other 2 are with Basic White, okay? So one is gonna go for you to write your whatever you wanna say, right? And then the other one is gonna go right in the front right here, see? So we're gonna go ahead and glue this one. So this is where you're actually, oh my gosh. I don't know what it is today that I keep gluing everything. That I keep bringing everything back. I'm gonna put this one on the back again. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this one like right here. And this is where you're gonna be, you know, writing something. And then these 2 are gonna go together right here. Okay, I'm only gonna be gluing half of that end, right? Not here, because then you're gonna be closely shot, right? So we're gonna be adding adhesive from half to that end. And it's gonna go like so. So you shouldn't have any there. And then for this one, we're gonna be stamping the sentiments is thankful for you, friend. Okay. And so we're gonna bring again our Memento ink. And we're gonna be putting thankful for you. I'm gonna put it back up so I don't end up having a mess here. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this one right there. Okay. Now for this, yes, I'm gonna leave it flat. And then here's what we did on this one. And again, it's just the sponges. So we had it like so, okay? I did the coloring on this section using all the different steps. And then there is a die. Where are the dies? All right, so from the dies, give me 1 second. You use these ones, and it only cut that section. So I end up having something like that because that's all we're gonna be using. And then these 2 leaves, I just color them. I stamp them and I cut them with the leaves, okay? And there is a stamp, which I don't know what I did with the stamp set. Oh, here. So I've used this one, and then I just sponge, you know, a little bit of color. There's no mask or anything for this. You just put some color in it, and that's it. So you're not doing anything other than adding color with the sponge. And then I cut them. That's all I did with this. And like I said, I did share it with you about the sponges and the mask, the blending brushes, sorry, at the beginning of the video. All right, so we have that. And so this is going to go like right here. Okay, so I would put something like this, see? And then I will put here the, what am I saying? The this thing. The ribbon, sorry. The what? Okay, so I will just go ahead and add, ooh, maybe, yeah, I don't, just something like that. Let's just do like a little, same as we've been doing it. No. Okay. And I'm doing this way because, again, it kind of gets a little bit bulky, right? So for this one, let me just add a little bit more of this. Oh, not here. There you go. Okay. And then I will be adding this one's, yes, see? There we go. All right, so now I can go ahead and add some so I'll have this one there, and then I'll have that one's here. Now, these ones, well, let's just add them as well. What are they dimensional? Why not? All right, so I'll have this one come here. I feel like I am missing like a glue dot right there on this section. So let me add a glue dot. Where are the glue dots? Oh, here. I'm like, where are the glue dots? I feel like I am missing a glue dot. Oh my gosh. Where is this thing? There you go. There you go. There we go. All right, so now I can add that one right here. And then I'll add this one as well with the this one. Okay, now for this one, I feel like we might want to be adding, do I want to be, no, I do want to be adding the white ones. So I like the white one. No, just that one's. Let's just add this here. And then I'll add some of these. There you go. Okay. And so there you have this one. And so this one opens like so. So it's a little bit different, right? Don't you think? And then again, this is the only space where you will write. Now, you could actually put a larger piece, like a larger one. Just make sure you're covering with that. So if you have like a larger dot, you could do that as well. But I felt like we wanted to have something small so I can have these flowers here. All right, so that's card number 3. Fairly simple. Card number 4. So the last card, though, stay with me because that's like my favorite one. It's a very new phone fold for me. So I'm sure you're going to love it. But anyway, this one, so it is, again, I have already do all the sponging. Now, what we did on this one is we went ahead and put, for the class, we actually use Mellow Mambo, but I did it very softly. So it was just like a pink. And then we added the blueberry bushel, okay, which interestingly it looks like I have fresh freesia in the blueberry bushel. So I thought that was interesting, but in reality it was like Mellow Mambo, very soft. I have a very soft tint, and then I put a little bit of the bushel the blueberry bushel. And then I went harder with the blueberry bushel on some areas, as you can see here, so that I can see more of the blue. These give the look of the hydrangeas, in my opinion, better, right? But if anything, you can also go with just fresh freesia and then the blueberry bushel, and you'll be fine. But look how beautiful it really looks, that having those two colors. And by the way, when I did the mellow mambo, it was mainly like on these ends, and then even lighter on this section. It was more on that end. That's why you have more of the blue here and more of the purple on these ends. Okay, that's the only thing about that. So we have a piece of basic white thick, and this one is 9.5, and we score it at 5.5. Okay, so you have this at 5.5, and so we're gonna go ahead and kind of rip the paper. Okay, and then I sew for some people. Oh, thank goodness I do have a bone folder, because this section would have been interesting without it. Okay. So you have something like so. Now for this one, I'm going to go with this and then curling it up this way. But we're going to go ahead and stamp again the thankful for you, friend. So we're going to go ahead and have that one come right here at the very end. Okay. Ooh. I'm going to put it right there. Take this one out. And then I'm going to go ahead. I have a piece of, what is this color? Fresh freesia. And this one is 2 1/4 by 4. Okay. By 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 by, what would I say? 9.5. And so this one is that way. We're going to go ahead and rip it again, or as well. And I should have it also like in a line now that I did that. Okay, so it's going to go something like this, right? And so we're going to go ahead and also curling it. Or should I be doing it the other way? Let me do this on the other way. No, I do like it on this way. Okay, so we want to have something that goes this way, see? And we're going to add adhesive on this section. Where's the adhesive? Here. I'm like, what am I doing here? I'm just kind of lining them. All right. So now, there you go. See, so I have... Okay. And then we're going to be doing the same on this one. And again. And then the same thing here. Hi, Sharon. Nice seeing you here. All right, and then the same thing here, right? So now this one, I'm going to put it right there. So also like at the bottom. And then I'm just going to line it up a bit. Okay. You can see I'm going to have this one right there. Okay. So now what we do here is we're going to go ahead and add adhesive. So this one is a piece of cardstock that is 4¼ by 5½. Okay, and we're going to be adding adhesive. And then we're going to be doing the same on this one. Same. All right, so it looks like this. All right, and then I have this piece, and I'm going to be adding this one like right here. Now, I do want to kind of have this more. And maybe I should have just show is slightly less. That's okay. You know, that's okay. And then have this one come this way. There you go. Okay, because I'm going to be putting it flat on this one, but I'm going to be using my dimensionals. Okay, now I don't know if I want to have, do I want to have, I do. I could probably have a little bit of that ribbon here. I don't know. Just on this one, I have to be careful because there's not too much to show. Ooh, I could do something like that, you know? And just put it with a glue dot. Yeah, okay, so we're going to try to do that. Okay, so for this one, we're going to go ahead and do dimensionals. Where are the dimensionals? I know I have this one, but I need the other ones as well. Well, I lost the dimensionals again. Do you see them? I mean, I have the little ones, but the large ones, they were here a minute ago. I know I used them. Huh. Oh, here. See, they're in front of me. Like, they're right there in front of me. I'm telling you, I'm always losing everything. And they're always right in front of me. Always. It's crazy. But it does happen. Okay. And I might need another one right here on the center. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and have this one come here. There we go. There you go. And like I said, I'll have... So you want to distress this one as much. And when you're making your card, I would not have as... I like this part rather than have too much. You know, but it's up to you. It looks cool either way. And then, like I said, we're going to go ahead and do like a little bow here. Like a fake bow. Just because I don't want it to be... So you're just doing something like this, okay? So let's just go ahead. Where are the glue dots? Here. I'm not used to using them this way. Which is driving me slightly like, oh my gosh. So we're going to go ahead. How do I do this? Here. There we go. How do I do this? Okay. So you need another glue dot right here. Like I said, velvet, as beautiful as it is, it gets too thick sometimes, right? So we can have something like this. I like that. Okay, so I'll do this. And let's just add some of this. Oh! I'm gonna add one of these right on the center. There you go. All right, and so you have something like this. I like how beautiful this looks, right? So, like I said, beautiful card. All right, so let's go to our final card. Now, this is the one that it's a very different phone fold. All right, and so this is a card that is 9.5 by 5.5. Okay, so 9.5 by 5.5, and I've already did all the scoring because again, just for time matters. So I scored at a half, and then at 2, and hold on, let me do this right. 2 and 5/8. Okay, so a half and 2 and 5/8, and then on both ends. So a half and then 2 and 5/8, and then a half and 2 and 5/8. Okay, so this one looks like this. All right, now the other thing that I did is that at 1.5, I just went and trimmed this part. Okay, because we're gonna be cutting out that part. So let's just. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and do. Let's cut out this piece already. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use my scissors. Okay, and I'll put a template for this one. How about that? On the PDF, okay? So when you get the class, you're gonna get a PDF. I'm sorry, a template of this, because this one is the one that you need to know where to cut and whatnot. So you'll get a little template of these, so you know where to score and when to cut. Okay, so this one goes like so, I think. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now the next pieces is I have a piece that is 10, hold on, 10 and 5/8, okay? And I score at 2 and 1/8 and 4 1/4 on each side. So 2 and 1/8 and then 4 1/4 and then 2 and 1/8 and then 4 1/4, okay? And so you're gonna do something like this, all right? Now, if you look into this, the whole thing, everything has 2 and 1/8 2 and 1/8 panel, pretty much. Okay. All right. So this is how it looks. All right. Then I'll show you all the pieces. So now I have all my pieces here. And we have a piece of garden green, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then a piece that is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so this is gonna go right here. Then we have oh, maybe I needed more of these now that I said this. Oh yeah, I do have them. Okay, then I have, you need 4 pieces of these, and these are 2 inches. Is that right? Yeah, 2 inches by 5 3/8. With the 2 pieces, there are 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Okay, so this is gonna go right there, and you need 2 of those. You need 4 of these. Okay, so these 2 pieces are the same. Okay, so you need 4 panels total from each of those. Then you need, here's what I did. You need 1 2 3 4 of these, and this one are 2 inches by 2 7/8, and you need 4 of these. And then you need 2 pieces that are 1 7/8 by 2 3/4 of an inch. And then the same thing, 2 of the basic whites. Okay, these are my basic whites. All right, same thing, these are 1 7/8 by 2 3/4 of an inch. Okay, I have already colored this one. What kind of ruler do I use? Okay, so this one is one of the quilters ones. It's a 1x6 from the quilting world. So if you go to any quilting store, they'll have these. It's an omni grid, and I love it because I can see the halves, the eighths, and it's see-through, right? So this is by far like my favorite type of ruler. I do have like several of those because I will be losing them. So anyway, but that's what it is. All right, so I did stamp this one and then color it, and I use Daffodil Delight. So I show you how to do that with the purple. You just need to do that with Daffodil Delight. That's all it is. And if you're just joining, make sure you watch the beginning on the replay. All right, so now, and I did the stamps with the garden green. All right, I do have a piece of what is this called? The Everyday Arches. And this one is the one that it's about 3 inches. It's slightly less than 3 inches. Tall is 4 1/4. Okay, just for reference. I don't have the dice right here. I have them inside of the house, so I cannot tell you from the largest to the small one which one it is, but it's the one that is about 3 inches. Okay, and then we die cut a piece here of the dies, and this is from, again, the Thankful Garden dies. So it is this one, and it was on basic white, and I just went ahead and put some of the garden green sponging it. So you can see here, it's just slightly here. The coloring is with masks, so anyone can get that look, believe me. It's just using the masks. That's what makes the trick, to be honest. And the same thing, we're going to be using the blending brushes to do that part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start going, because otherwise it's going to take forever. All right, so let's go ahead and do this part. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, and then I also have my You Make the Difference already on. This is the Lemon Lolly, and it's just a scrap of 1/2 inch. You just cut it to fit your sentiment, okay? So... love the die cut leaves with the white card stick. Yes, it looks beautiful, right? Yeah. No, absolutely. All right, so we have that. Let's just glue these pieces already, so we can do the inside before anything else. And again, I will be sending tomorrow the registration to get the card kit. This one, you'll get half a pack of the designer series paper, because that's the thing, we're using so much designer series paper that this has to be a card, like a product based class, if you will. So you're gonna be getting the half a pack, you're gonna be getting the spool of the ribbon, and then you're gonna be getting a full pack of the sequins, the PDF with all the measurements for the cards, and then a template for this one in particular, because I know this one you'll need to know where you cut. That way you can recreate this one over and over with other patterns and papers and themes, right? So I've been seeing a lot of cards with these, and I feel like it looks really gorgeous. All right, so this is gonna go, yes, this is from the outside, and this is gonna be the inside. So for the inside, we're gonna go ahead, you just need to make sure they are upside down the right way. So we're gonna go ahead and adhere this one right here. Oh, this is upside, no, it is right. I'm like, oh, this is upside down. No, it's not. Okay, and then we're gonna be gluing this one. All right, then we're gonna be doing this one as well. Oh, let's not do it here. Let's do it outside. So we have those pieces, okay? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this part. So, you can see this is gonna go like so. We're gonna go ahead and glue this part, okay? Now, for this one though, let's just use our strong tear and tape. Where is this? Yes, here. And this is the middle. Yes, this is the middle. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Let me cut these. Just want to make sure I have a good bond there. You can also use your Seal Plus. You know, I just want to make sure it's strong. And you're just going to go ahead and center these, okay? And how did I have this? Yes, like this. Let me just make sure. So you're just going to go ahead and center these. Okay. Okay. So before we continue with this part, let's glue these pieces. Now, just for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. But I want this one on the inside, right, on this section. So that's the one where I want to be writing my message, right? So let's go ahead. Where is my adhesive? So I want that one. I could have stamped something, you know, you can do that, decorate even more. I'm just, you know, it's already 8:30, so almost 8:40. So this is what I'm not decorating too much, but please take your time as you're making your cards. Take your time, stamp something, you know, make it even more beautiful. I feel like I could have put a, like another of these, you know, like one of these flowers here, just like that, to get a little bit of that, but that's okay. And then I have this ones, and I feel like I want those here, and then I have this one here, okay? And again, I have another panel for me to write down something, so. And if you want, you can also put more designer series paper. I just felt like, even for someone like me that put little messages on my cards, I felt like this one was too little, so I wanted 2 panels for me to write down something. But you can also pick and put, only designer series paper, right? Like if you don't want to be having too many panels, you can do that as well. But again, I would have stamped something on this one. I'm just trying to not take forever here. Okay. All right, so now for this section though, let's go ahead and put these panels already. Let's go this way, so that we have all the pieces ready to go. And like I said, this is by far, I think, my favorite card of the night, just because it's a brand new foam fold. And I don't know, it's not that complicated. It's just too many little panels, but as you can see, it's not that complicated. You're just gluing the paper. And like something like this on a Facebook Live regular class, you know, I wouldn't be able to do it, right? There you go. Is that right? This is where I'm getting confused. Oh, I think it's this side. Yeah. I gotta put, so you put the adhesive on these tabs, okay? Yes. 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 Okay. So this is the part where I'm like, hold on, let's just wait. I want to be putting again this one. Just because I want to make sure it's a strong bond. And I want to add another one just to make sure that I go all the way to the border, you know? You don't have to, but anytime I have something that is... Okay, so I'll have this one this way, and then this one will go this way, see? And so we're going to be doing the same here. So we're going to go ahead and have the adhesive on this section. All right. And so now I'm going to have this one come here. You put it this way. and you have it this way. Okay, so it goes that way, and it's going to fold this way. See that? So look how beautiful this goes. Okay, all right, so now that you have these, this is where we're gonna go ahead, and you might want to be like folding, because this is like a really thick card, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and add this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna be adding adhesive here. Now for this one, I don't think I need to. And I'm gonna go ahead and add this one. Just want to make sure it's gonna hit in. And so see, it's gonna go this way and that way. And so for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and add this one right here. I'm gonna put this one right here, you know, or maybe that way. And then have this one right here. Okay, so this is how I envision my card. Now, I'm gonna be adding some glue dots on this, so it's easier for me to add dimensionals, because of course I want everything with dimensionals. Oh my goodness. See? I'm so used to having this, and I need one here. Having this rewind that I'm like, oh, battling today. There we go. Okay, so I'll have those there. Okay. And the other thing is I will have this one too, like here, right? So I want this one to be this way, and then I'll have that one right here. So I need a little bit of adhesive here. There we go. And so now I know where to add dimensionals. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go crazy with the dimensionals. Okay. Then mini dimensionals at this point. We need a mini, a mini. I feel like that's enough. All right. Let me get all the trash out for a second. So we're gonna be adding okay. And so now that I have these, I'm gonna have that one come this way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of these. Now, do I want some of the yellow ones? Like, I have not used any of the yellow ones. Maybe we add some of the yellow ones, you know? Because I was like, now for this one, I'm not using the purple, you know, ribbon, because, you know, we have more of the yellow here. But that's okay. It all looks good. Ooh, I like this one room somewhere here. There you go. And again, you're going to have a full pack, so you can put as many as you want. But look at this. This one opens like so, right? And like I said, you would have enough space to write or to stamp something here. And same here. I didn't do it just for the sake of time because it's already almost 9 o'clock and we've been here since 7. So we don't want it to be forever. But anyway, here is the last card. Let me bring the other ones and you tell me which one is your favorite. So give me 1 second here while I bring the other ones. All of them are foam full, so tonight was a special class. And again, you're going to be getting the option to get the kit to make all of these cards. All of them are foam folds, as you can see. You can see I went more with the purple because, you know, I couldn't resist it. And of course, we have a purple ribbon. But you can see you can change the colors with this designer series paper as well. So which one is your favorite? To me, to be honest, I love this one just because it's a very different foam fold that I've ever done. So I felt like that one was very special just from that end. But all of them, I love this one. This is one that I've done in the past and I always like it, right? Because, you know, you just go and keep going. And look at this one. So if you didn't see this one. So, yeah. But this one is so different and it's like a pop-up, right? Like, whoa, like, yes. So whoever gets this card is gonna have a lot of fun just opening up this card. So anyway, let's see. Oh, hi, Helen. I'm glad you like them. You like it, Gail. Let's see. The last, so Sharon said also the last card is her favorite. Yeah, for me too. Like I said, the last one was going to be there. My favorite. Oh, Sharon says, sorry I didn't get to see you on stage, but sold out so quickly and I never made it off the wait list. Oh my goodness. However, my friend Mary ran into you on the escalator there and you say hi. Oh, that's so nice. All right, so let's see. Carmen says beautiful. Sunny says beautiful cards. Jody says love them all, but the last one is stunning. I know, right? I saved the last one, or you know, the best one for the last. Helen says the last one is her favorite. Sharon says awesome set of cards. Sarah says very lovely cards. I like those flowers in jello. Yeah, it looks really nice. It really does. Carmen says love all the cards, and Carmen Santiago, who is my mom, by the way, she says she likes the last one too. So anyway, like I said, I'll be sending tomorrow the registration to get the card kit. Like I said, you're going to be getting half a pack of the designer series paper because we use a ton of designer series paper on these cards. You're going to be getting a full pack of the sequins and then a full spool of this ribbon. So stay tuned. Make sure you're on my mailing list to get that. I won't be doing sketches for this just because it's more of a foam fold. So anyway, so this Saturday there's nothing like sketches, but we're gonna come back to the sketches as soon as we go back to the regular Facebook Live with the 3 cards. So anyway, anyone who gets the kit though, you can get the PDF or the tutorial only version where I will be sharing the measurements, the pictures of each of the cards, the inside so that you can see also as well. And then in this case, I'll be also sharing a template on how to do it so that later on you remember how to do it with any of the cards, any of the products that you want. So thank you so much. Susan says lovely, beautiful cards. So thank you so much. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.